I know how to edit myself as a director, then when should I draw the line and hire a professional editor?
I think when obviously if you don't have time to edit and you have another project, if you feel like you aren't the best person for it, if you want another viewpoint, if I mean, there are people, John Sayles, there are people that do everything. They write, direct, and they edit, and they know what they're shooting for, and they know what it's going to look like when it turns up in the editing room, and still you get surprises. But uh, I would just say, what is your budget? Do you really think you're the best person, or do you want that independent person who can give you a different viewpoint? It's a controversy. Some people can edit their stuff well. A lot of people are married to their lines or their shots and not the story. And that's where you want to bring in another person.
Here's a follow-up question to this, and then Carol, you can take over. So here's the question. As a documentary director, I feel the editor is so important, e.g. the saying that the editor makes the documentary. How can a documentary director find the right balance of giving direction and structure to an editor, not relying too much on them to just make it, and enough creativity freedom? What if I'm not super sure of the structure of the final film yet? It could be structured and told in a variety of different ways.
Well, as an editor, I love doing documentary because you did have such freedom. You didn't have a script that you were following scene by scene and so on. And I always wanted to know what the director wanted because you could put a show together in many ways, and there are a lot of right ways, and there are some wrong ways because you'll know when you watch them, when you screen it. So I would say really focus on the collaboration. I mean, that editor is glad to be on your show, wants the job, wants to work with you, and wants to tell the best story. They're on your side. And I would talk to them. I would come up with an outline or say, and be honest and say, I don't know how this is going to work. And especially with documentary, you're going to be moving stuff around a lot. People that you counted on to be interesting, maybe not so interesting, but maybe they have the thing that you need to hear and say. So you may need to work with it. They may have long pauses and they need to be pulled up and played under other under B-roll or under other people listening. So I would just say work with the editor from the top to create, we're gonna make this outline and start cutting to it, but it may not work. And we just need to, and maybe you're talking to them a lot and they're, if you're not out shooting, if you have hopefully you have the time and they can say, look, how about if we try this? Or what's great about digital editing systems is you can have a million versions of stuff. So they can have alternate versions. They can try stuff on their own. And so it's a balance, but as an editor, you want to, sometimes you go, oh, this isn't going to work, but sometimes you have to show the director, oh, okay, this doesn't work. And sometimes the director has ideas that you go, oh, this isn't going to work. And by God, they're much better than you are. So again, a kind of a long-winded answer, but there's so many different scenarios. And I think really good communication and being clear what you want and when it's okay for them to try and put something together because you're not sure. See what they make of it if you're having a hard time.
If you enjoyed this clip, make sure to check out a producer to producer class where we go over how to fund your feature films, do them on time and on budget. The links are in the description box below. And also, if you're seeking more information, and more educational information on films, you can check out our newsletter, which has over 16,000 subscribers worldwide. Besides that, have a great day and see you on the next video.